How many times have you told yourself, if I just work a little harder, things will finally turn around? I used to believe that too. My name is Michel Casista. I lost $163,000 owning a small town coffee shop. And for years after it was over, I couldn't stop asking myself this one question. What did I miss? Not because I wanted another coffee shop, because I didn't want to repeat the same mistake again. So I started searching. Podcasts, audiobook, YouTube, courses, anything I could put my hands on. I became obsessed. And something strange started happening. Kind of like when you buy a new truck and then suddenly you start seeing that same truck everywhere. You just never noticed them before. And that's exactly what happened to me once I started looking for answers. I started seeing mentors everywhere. People who had been teaching these business principles for years. Dan Kennedy, Russell Brunson, Tony Robbins, Ed Mylett, Grant Cardone, Gary Vaynerchuk, and many others. They weren't suddenly appearing. They had always been there. I just wasn't ready to see them. And I'm curious, has that ever happened to you? Have you ever learned something that made you realize the answer had been sitting in front of you the whole time? Let me know in the comment. I'd honestly love to hear your story. Here's what changed everything for me. I stopped believing I had a business problem. I realized I had a map problem. Nobody had ever shown me how marketing actually worked. Nobody taught me about customer lifetime value. Nobody explained direct response marketing. Nobody showed me how to measure whether my advertising was actually making money. We were working hard. We were just working blind. I'm not a guru. I'm still working overtime as a welder. I'm still paying off that coffee shop debt. I'm still learning every single day. But I also realized something. The people who changed my life didn't keep the map for themselves. They handed it to me. Now I feel a responsibility to hand it to someone else. That's why this channel exists. Every week, I'm going to translate the principles I've learned into plain English for small town business owners. No guru talk, no fluff, just the lesson I wish someone had shown me before it was too late. I'm not promising you'll build $1 million business. I'm promising you won't have to figure this out alone the way I did. Most small town businesses are playing the reset game. They open, they hope they survive the next week, and Monday comes and they start over. The one who break out are not smarter. They're not luckier. Somebody finally showed them the blueprint. That's what this channel is about. If you're tired of guessing, if you want someone to point you towards the map, subscribe. Every week I'll hand you another piece of it. If you've been looking for that, you're in the right place. Welcome.